nature, uncorseted and in malignant rage. Tuppence!
This sign is absurd. Half elephant, half man is not possible. Is he foreign?
Right, from Leicester. Nothing to fear.
I'm at the London across the road. I would be curious to see him if there is some genuine disorder.
5 barbonies, yours for the day.
I wish to examine him in the interests of science, you see.
Sir, I'm Ross. I take care of him. Get him his living. Found him in the Leicester workhouse. Age of 3. His own ma put him there. Couldn't bear the sight. He's good value, though. Won't find another like him.
Fair enough.
Right. Out here, American bloody donkey! Out!
The most striking feature about him was his enormous head. The circumference was about that of a man's waist. From the brow projected a huge bony mass like a loaf, while from the back of the head hung a bag of spongy fungus-looking skin, the surface of which was comparable to brown cauliflower. From the upper jaw projected another mass of bone. It protruded from the mouth like a pig's stump, turning the upper lip inside out and making the mouth a wide and slobbering aperture. The nose was merely a lump of flesh, only recognizable as a nose from its position. The deformities rendered the face utterly incapable of the expression of any emotion whatsoever. The right arm was of enormous size and shapeless. As a limb, it was useless. The other arm was remarkable by contrast. It was not only normal, but was moreover a delicately shaped limb, covered with a fine skin and provided with a beautiful hand which any woman might have envied.
Now, my dear darlings, your attention, please. Every freak in Brussels fairs doing something to celebrate Leopold's 50 years, King of the Congo. Him, our king, our empire. Come see the queens of the Congo.
What, man? What, man?
Congo, land of darkness. Ho-ho! Look at them, lad. You have a little tat-a-tat with this lot while I go see that copper's not on license to exhibit. Be right back.
I come from England.
Hello.
At home they chased us out of London. Police. Someone complained. They beat me. You have no trouble now?
Hello, hello.
Little vocabulary problems, eh? Poor things. Looks like they put your noses to the grindstone and forgot to take them away.
They're coming. Now.
We are the queens of the Congo, the beautiful Belgian Empire. Our niggers are bigger, our miners are finer. Empire, empire, Congo in power. Civil Zeus, finest hour. Admire, perspire, desire, acquire, or will set you on fire.
I agree. Sorry. They're not ready yet. Out. Please. Get those words right, girls. You know what?
Oh, don't cry. Yes, say nicely. No, don't cry. No.
I was promised a permit. I had tore up on that. This is a brutal, indecent, and immoral display. It's a public indecency and it's forbidden here.
I stand will always mean bad memories once it was.
I've decided, lad. I'm sending you back. You're a flop. No, you're a liability. You ain't quite the moneymaker I figured, so that's it.
Alone.
This the one. Just see him to Liverpool Street Station safe, will you? Here's for your trouble.
Run!
What's he say?
Run!
Fella's an imbecile. Just make sounds.
Run!
Oh, God, Johnny! His name's Johnny! He knows his name! That's all, though. Got a card here, Johnny. Dr. Frederick Treves, Lecture in Anatomy, the London Hospital. We'll find him.
You are Miss Sandwich.
Sandwich, yes.
You have had experience in missionary hospitals in the Niger.
And Ceylon.
I may assume you've seen
The tropics. Oh, those diseases. The many and the awful scourges our Lord sends, yes, sir.
Yes, well, I need the help of an experienced nurse, you see.
Someone to bring her food, take care of the room. Yes, I understand. But it's somehow difficult.
Yes, well, he really is. That is, the regular sisters. It's not part of their regular job. He will not do it. Be ordinarily kind to Mr. Merrick without, well, panicking. He is quite beyond ugly, you understand that. His appearance is terrifying.
Appearances do not daunt me. Allow me to carry the tray.
I will this time. You are ready.
I am.
He is bathing to be rid of his odor. John, this is Miss Sandwich. She's going to be your new...
Oh, good God in heaven!
I am terribly sorry. I had thought that...
Thank you for saving the lunch this time.
In any case, Mr. Treves, he has a religious nature. Further instruction would uplift him, and I would be pleased to provide it. I plan to speak of him from the pulpit this week.
I see our visiting bather is flushed the busy Bishop Howe from his cruciform lair.
Speak with Merrick, sir. I have spoken to him of mercy and justice. There is a true Christian in the rough.
This makes my news seem banal, yet yes, Fred, the response from the Times is staggering. The English public have been so generous that Merrick may be supported for life without a penny spent from hospital funds.
But that is excellent.
God bless the English public.
Especially for not dismembering him at Liverpool Street Station. Fred, the London's no home for cures, and this is quite irregular. But for you I permit it, though God knows what you'll do.
Mr. Treves, I'll visit Merrick weekly if I may.
You will be welcome, I'm certain.
Then good day, sirs.
Well, Jesus, my boy, we have the money, so what do you plan for Merrick?
Normality, as far as is possible.
So he will be like us. Ah.
Is there something wrong, Mr. Gone, with us? You are happy here, are you not, John?
Yes?
The baths have rid you of the odor, have they not?
First times I've had to bathe regularly.
And 3 meals a day delivered to your room.
Yes, sir.
This is your promised land, is it not? A roof, food, protection, care. Is it not?
Right, Mr. Trace.
I will bet you don't know what to call this.
That's right, I don't know.
You call it home.
Never had a home before.
You do now, John. Say it. Home.
Home.
No, come on, really say it. I have a home. This is mine. Go on.
I have a home. This is my home. This is my home. I have a home. For as long as I like,
That is what home is.
that is what is home.
Now, if I abide by the rules, I will be happy here.
Okay.
And don't be shy.
If I abide by the rules, I will be happy here.
Very good. Now, why?
Why what?
Or will you be happy?
Because this is my home.
No, no, no. Why do rules make us happy?
I don't know.
Of course you do.
No, I really don't.
Rules make us happy because they are for our own good.
Okay.
Now, don't be shy. You can say it, John.
This is my home.
No, no, about rules. Making us happy.
They make us happy because they are for our own good.
Excellent. I have seen photographs of John Merrick, Mrs. Kendall. You are acquainted with his appearance.
He reminds me of an audience I played Cleopatra for in Brighton once. All huge, grim-headed grimace and utterly unable to clap.
Yes, well, my aim is to lead him to as normal life as possible. His terror of us all has come from being held at arm's length from society. I am determined that shall end. Most critical I feel, however, are women. I will explain. They have always shown the greatest fear and loathing of him, while he adores them, of course.
Ah, he is intelligent.
He is making sketches for a model of St. Philip's Church. He wishes someday to make a model, you see. John, my boy, this is Mrs. Kendall. She would very much like to make your acquaintance.
Good morning, Mr. Merrick.
I will see to a few matters. I will be back shortly.
I planned so many things to say. I forget them. You are so beautiful.
How charming, Mr. Merrick.
Well, really, that was what I planned to say. That I forgot what I planned to say. I couldn't think of anything else. I was so excited.
Well, real charm is always planned, don't you think?
Well, I do not know why I look like this, Mrs. Kendall. My mother was so beautiful. She was knocked down by an elephant in the circus while she was pregnant. Something must have happened, don't you think?
It may well have.
It may well have. But sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. Because it is. Do you know what happens when dreams cannot get out?
Why, no.
I don't either. Something must. Well, you are a famous actress.
I'm not unknown.
You must display yourself. for your living then, like I did.
That is not myself, Mr. Merrick. That is an illusion. This is myself.
This is myself too.
So Frederick says you like to read. So, books.
I am reading Romeo and Juliet now.
Ah, Juliet. What a love story. I adore love stories.
I like love stories best too. If I had been Romeo, guess what?
What?
I would not have held the mirror to her breath.
Ah, you mean the scene where Juliet appears to be dead and he holds the mirror to her breath and sees...
Nothing. How does it feel when he kills himself? Because he just sees nothing.
Well, my experience as Juliet, particularly with an actor I will not name, is while I'm laying there, dead, and he's lamenting excessively, I get to thinking that if this slab of ham does not part from the hammock of his life, toot sweet, I'm going to scream, pop off the tomb, and plunge a dagger into a scene-stealing heart. Romeo's heart, very undependable.
Because he does not care for Juliet.
Not care.
Does he take her pulse? Does he get a doctor? Does he make sure? No, he kills himself. The illusion fools him because he does not care for her. He only cares about himself. If I had been Romeo, we would have got away.
But then there would be no play, Mr. Merrick.
He did not love her. Why should there be a play? Looking in a mirror and seeing nothing. That is not love. It was all an illusion. And when the illusion ended, he had to kill himself.
Why, that is extraordinary.
Before I spoke with people, I did not think of all these things because there was no one to bother to think them for. Now things just come out of my mouth, which I prove.
You are famous, John. We are in the papers. Look, they have written up my report to the London Pathological Society. It is a kind of apotheosis for you.
Frederick, I feel Mr. Merrick would benefit by even more company than you provide. In fact, by being acquainted with the best and they with him, I shall make it my task, if you'll permit. As you know, I'm a friend of nearly everyone, and I do very well as I please, and what pleases me is this task, I think.
By God, Mrs. Kendall, you are splendid.
Mr. Merrick, I must go now. I should like to return, if I may. And so with me, without teach you about society without delay, I should like to bring my good friend Dorothy Lady Neville. She would be most pleased if she could meet you. Let me tell her yes? Then until next time, I'm sure your church model will surprise us all. Mr. Merrick, it has been a very great pleasure to make your acquaintance.
John, your hand. She wishes to shake your hand.
Thank you for coming.
But it was my pleasure. Thank you.
What a wonderful success. You know, he's never shook a woman's hand before.
Your grudge?
How nicely the model is coming along, Mr. Merrick. I've come to say Happy Christmas, and I hope you will enjoy this ring and remember your friend by it.
Your grudge? Thank you.
I'm very pleased to have made your acquaintance. Please accept these silver-backed brushes, Mr. Merrick.
With many thanks, Countess.
I'm very pleased to have made your acquaintance.
And a silver-topped walking stick, my boy. Make you a regular Piccadilly exquisite. Keep up the good work, Merrick. Self-help is the best help. Example to us all.
Thank you, Lord God.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra.
The happiest of Christmases, Mr. Merrick.
Her Royal Highness has brought you a signed photograph of herself, John.
I am honored, Your Royal Highness. It is the treasure of my possessions.
You are a credit to Mr. Treves, Mr. Merrick. Mr. Treves, you are a credit to medicine, to England, and to Christendom. I am very pleased to have made your acquaintance. And good news, John. Bertie says we may use the royal box whenever I like. Mrs. Keppel said it gives it a unique perspective. And for Christmas, ivory-handled razors and a toothbrush.
And a cigarette case, my boy, full of cigarettes.
Thank you very much.
Look, Freddie, look, it's the model of St. Philip's Church.
It's remarkable, I know.
And I do it with just one hand, they all say.
You are an artist, John Merrick. An artist.
I did not begin to build at first. Not until I saw what St. Philip's really was. It is not stone and steel and glass. It is an imitation of grace, flying up and up from the mud. So I make my imitation of an imitation. But even in that is heaven to me, Mrs. Tangle.
You know, that thought has got a good line, John. Plato believed this was all a world of illusion, and that artists made illusions of heaven.
You mean were all just copies of originals?
That's it.
Who made the copies?
Gone.
He should have used both hands.
Why all these toilet articles, Mrs. Kendall? He is much too deformed to use any of them.
Props, of course, to make himself, as I make me.
You think of yourself.
Well, he is gentle, almost feminine, cheerful, honest within the limits, a serious artist in his way. He is almost like me.
How odd. I find him curious, compassionate, concerned about the world. Well, rather like myself. Freddie Treves, 1889 AD. Merrick visibly worse than 86 to 87. That as he rises higher in the constellations of society, he grows visibly more grotesque, is proof, definitive. He is like me. Like his condition, which I make no sense of, I make no sense of mine.
The prince had a mistress. The Irishman had one. Everyone seems to, or a wife. Some have both. I have concluded that I need a mistress. It is bad enough not to sleep like others.
Sitting up, you mean? It couldn't be very restful.
Well, I have to. Too heavy to lay down my head. But to sleep alone, that is worst of all.
The artist expresses his love through his work, Mr. Merrick. That is civilization.
Are you very soft?
Why should I be?
Others would be,
I'm not others.
I suppose, it is hopeless.
No, nothing is hopeless. However, it is unlikely.
I thought you might have a few ideas.
I can guess who has a few ideas around here.
You don't know something. I have never seen a naked woman.
Surely in all the fairs you've worked,
I mean, a real woman.
is one more real than another?
Like the ones in the theater, the opera.
Surely you can't mean they're more real.
In the audience, a woman not worn out early, not deformed by awful life. A lady, someone kept up, respectful of herself. You don't know what fairgrounds are like, Mrs. Kendall.
You mean someone like Princess Alexandra?
Not so old.
Like Dorothy?
She does not look happy now.
Lady Ellen.
Too thin.
Then who?
Certain women. They have a kind of rightness. They seem to stop at a perfect point.
No, my dear, she does not exist.
That is probably why I never saw her.
Well, some women are very lucky to look well. It is a rather arbitrary gift. It has really no good uses. Though it has uses, I will say that. Anyway, it does not signify much.
To me, it does.
Well, you are mistaken.
What are we going to read this afternoon?
Trust is very important, you know. I trust you.
Frederick, do you believe in heaven? Or hell? What about Christ? What about God? I believe in heaven. The Bible promises that in heaven the crooked shall be made straight.
So did the rack, my boy. So do we all.
You don't believe?
I will settle for a reliable general anesthetic at this point. Although, I had a patient once. A woman. I operated on her for a woman's thing. They used ether to anesthetize. Tricky stuff. She didn't come out. Her pulse stopped. No vital signs. Absolutely moribund. Just a big white dead mackerel. Now, 5 minutes later, she fretted back to existence like a lost explorer with a great scoop of the undiscovered.
And she saw heaven.
Well, I quote her. It was neither heavenly nor hellish, rather like perambulated in a London fog. People drifted by, but no one spoke. London, mind you. Hell's probably the provinces. She was surprised it wasn't more exotic, but allowed as how had she gotten used to the familiar, so to speak. It did show signs of becoming a kind of bliss. She fled.
If you do not believe, why did you send Mrs. Kendall away?
Do not forget, it saved you once, my interference. You know well enough it was not proper.
How can you tell? If you do not believe,
There are still standards we abide by, John.
they make us happy because they are for our own good.
Well, no. No. Not always. Look, about Mrs. Kendall. Perhaps I was wrong. These days, that is, I seem to be taking too much on, perhaps. I do not know what has gotten in me these days.
So when she comes back,
I will speak with her again, yes.
but will she?
No, I do not think so.
Oh.
Look, there are other things involved. Very other things.
Well, I do think I want to walk now. Then other things. Why Ramsey?
Because I don't want her here when you die.
Is something troubling you, Mr. Treves?
Science. Observation. Practice. Deduction. Having led me to these conclusions can no longer serve as consolation. I apparently see things others don't.
I'm afraid I do not quite understand. As for consolation, there is in Christ's church consolation.
I'm sure we were not born for mere consolation.
But look at Mr. Merrick's happy example.
Oh, yes. Like my garden, too. My dog. My wife. My daughter. Pruned. Cropped. Pollarded. And all somewhat stupefied. Very happy examples, all of them. Well, is it all we know how to finally do with whatever nature? Is it? No. No, not really. Not nature, I mean. Ourselves, really. Myself, really. Wrong. That is. You do see, of course, we can't figure out, really, what else to do with them, can we?
It is still not clear.
I am an awfully good gardener. Is that not clear? By God, I take such good care of anything. Anything we are convinced. Are you not convinced? Him, I mean, is not very dangerously human. I mean, how could he be? After what we have given him. What you like, sir, is he is so grateful for patrons, so greedy to be patronized, and no demands, no hopes, past perverted, present false, his future nil. What better could you ask? He puts up with all of it. And of course, I do mean taken, when I say given, as in what? What? What we have given him. But you knew that already, of course, because I
do not understand.
Help me.
It is done.
We are the queens of the cosmos, beautiful darkness empire. Darkness, darkness, life's true flower. Here's eternity's finest hour. Sleep like others you learn to admire. Be like your mother, be like your sire.
Good afternoon, Mr. Merrick. Here's your lunch. I'll be setting it up this afternoon. April's doing wonders for the gardens. Hey! The elephant man! He's dead!
To the editor of the Times. Sir, in November 1886, you were kind enough to insert in the Times a letter from me drawing attention to the case of Joseph Merrick.
John Merrick.
Well, known as the Elephant Man, it was one of singular and exceptional misfortune etc., etc. Wouldn't add anything else, would you?
Well, he was highly intelligent. He did have an acute sensibility, and, worse for him, romantic imagination. No, I'm not really sure of any of it.
It was a courtesy of the times in inserting my letter in 1886 that procured for this afflicted man a comfortable protection during the years of a previously wretched existence, and I desire to take this opportunity of thankfully acknowledging it. I am, sir, your obedient servant, F.C. Cargom, House Committee Room, London Hospital, 15th of April, 1890.
Wait. I did think of one small thing.
It's too late, I'm afraid. It's done.